Hey, it's Jason here at Suffer City, going over a HYROX strength workout with you. We're going to cover down on the movement prep. We're going to go into the focus and priorities of work for this workout. We'll cover the RPE value of the workout and each of the sequences. And hey, we're just going to deliver it to you right here, right now. And so this is a strength session, RPE value roughly 6. So this will be to some extent taxing, and most notably because of the anaerobic focus we'll be targeting with this style of workout here. Meaning you'll be lifting heavy. The rep count will also be more voluminous than our regular strength workouts. And so we'll talk a little bit about that when we get to that sequence. But in any case, an extensive movement prep to get in here. We've got 15 to 20 minutes of movement prep. Obviously, if you do foam roll or do any type of prehabilitation, include that. But definitely some stretching, some flowing, if you will, whether it's with a kettlebell or just on the ground, animal style movements, yoga stuff that can get the body and the joints sort of limber and loose, ready to go. And then I've programmed a kettlebell complex in there. 5 reps of your swing, 5 reps of a clean, 5 reps of a press. And hey, choose your kettlebell wisely. I would say err on the heavier side here. Pending any movement restrictions or current debilitations you may be experiencing, I would say definitely go on a slightly heavier kettlebell, even during the warm-up period. Get the body primed, sort of feel that heavy weight move around a little bit. And you'll go through that maybe once, perhaps twice, 5 reps, maybe add reps or add weight the second time you go through it, if you go through it twice. But then also integrating some skiing, or rowing in there as well. This is all on your movement prep. You want to get the heart rate up. And for anybody who's targeting your heart rate zones, the 1 through 5 zones, I would say you'll find yourself reaching a high 3, maybe even a mid zone 4 during your warm up. So you'll see 2 rounds with some barbell work mixed in there as well. Now this will be following all of your general movement prep. You'll get yourself onto a barbell for deadlift, bench press, even the hang clean, and you work yourself through 2 rounds of each of those movements. I've prescribed about 5 to 8 reps, but if you want to do more or less, by all means, go ahead and do so. But you will want to, at minimum on the second round, load up the bars, feel some of the weight, feel some of the pressure, and negotiate it accordingly before getting into your row. There's your movement prep. Let's talk about the row. We've got 5,000 meters as prescribed. You've got a couple of paces that are marked down there from level 1, level 2, all the way up to level 3, and then an elite level. So these paces are correlated to a rate of perceived exertion around a 5, which means you want it to be challenging but very doable. Definitely not too easy, but you got to remind yourself that you've got a strong strength sequence upcoming after this. No matter what the pace is you happen to sustain, if you get to 30 minutes and you have not completed the 5K yet, that's okay. Just go ahead and call it there, mark your distance achieved. This isn't about finishing the 5K as much as it is establishing a good, efficient row stroke, feeling confident while also some sense of calm during this row evolution. And once you are done, say you've gotten the 5K, mark your time for completion, give yourself a few minutes to recover, and then we'll move on to our strength sequence. So here is a 10-rounder of what you could call strength endurance. We're going to tax the muscles on the high range, meaning we've got slightly heavier loads being imposed upon the faster twitch muscle fibers. And that's going to require a different energy system to come online as compared to if we were just lifting lighter weight loads. So now you got your strength sequence coming up. You've got a deadlift, a hang clean, and then a bar over burpee. This is 10 rounds. You'll start at 10 reps, reduce 1 rep from each movement every round. So you'll finish with that 1 rep on each movement, and then you'll call it. Now, this will take some of us somewhere between 15, 20 minutes, others of us 20, 25 minutes. This is a strength endurance session. And so while your strength will be taxed, notice the weight loads prescribed are not generous. They are not favorable to your comfort whatsoever. So you'll have to grip it and rip it a little bit. Now, scale accordingly. Take whatever scalable weight loads there are, give that a shot. If the RX is way too heavy. While selecting your weight loads is incredibly important, so is the work pace at which you choose to flow through this. And that is something you want to be cognizant of. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Work at a pace that you could breathe at under some level of control. And work from round to round. Don't get caught up in the entire 10-round evolution. Stay in the moment, stay present, and work within your limitations on this. We get through 10 total rounds, again, reducing that 1 rep every single round. That last round will be 1 rep after the next, and then you will be done. Mark your time for completion, congratulate yourself, and you are done. Hey, great work. This is Jason here at Suffer City. Until next time, be great.